look, there's drones flying everywhere, and it's not a good thing. This has been going on for a long time, by the way. This is like new for like American people to realize there's drones flying everywhere. This has been going on years. Joey Diaz on Joe Rogan talked about this a long time ago. It was talking to Joe Rogan about UFOs. Obviously, these aren't UFOs. They're drones. They're not little green men that we know of. But he was saying, hey, these are some sort of craft flying around. I was saying this like a while ago. And New Jersey is known for having the most reported like UFO reports. And this is a while ago. So this has been going on for a long time. Mind you, remember the huge spy balloon that left mainland China, flew over our entire country, and was shot over the Atlantic? That Joe Biden allowed to happen. We all remember that one. And they were flying over our military installations and like, they were monitoring it. Oh, well, you know, it's not really looks like it's gathering anything. It's just kind of flying there. So we're going to let it do its business and transmit it all to China. You want to know why they didn't shoot it down? This is a real thing. It seems like I'm giving you satire and I'm joking, but I'm not. They said because they don't want to have it fall on anybody when they shoot it down. That's why they shot it down over the Atlantic. Now, I just went to Sedona, Arizona, like 2 weeks ago. And I've driven across country twice to the East Coast and back. I want to point out most of the country is barren. I would also like to point out, because Joe clearly doesn't get this and neither does our military, which is completely looking, I almost cussed again. It's embarrassing. Our military is embarrassing right now. It's embarrassing. We don't even know what these are. Not a clue. Shoot one out of the damn sky, and how about you figure that one out? Figure it out. Okay? Oh, well, it's gonna fall on somebody. There's nobody around for 100+ miles, Joe. It's desert. There's nothing. Just shoot it down. It has a potential. No, it doesn't. You're just in bed with the Chinese because they got a lot of dirt on you, asshole. He is. Look what the guy's done. People's children have been raped and murdered because of Joe, because he doesn't want to do his damn job of executing the laws on the books like the executive branch is supposed to do and secure the damn border. And now he's allowing freaking drones flying over everywhere and going, I don't know what it is. Well, why don't you figure it out and get your ass out of bed and away from the freaking beaches of Delaware and get into your job and actually figure this crap out? What an embarrassment that we don't even know what these are. So New Jersey governor, which I'm not a fan of, by the way, says feds have authority to shoot down drones, wouldn't be opposed to them playing more robust role. So we'll kind of cue this video up for you while we get it going. They would love to, throw a little bit of an ad in there for all of us.
Chief in the state of New Jersey is invited to attend a joint briefing with state police and DHS about the increasing drone sightings across the state. State lawmakers met with DHS yesterday, and it didn't go well.
I just sat through an hour and 15 long minute briefing / question and answer period. It was the most amateur hour assessment of what's happening here in the state of New Jersey that I've ever seen. They don't know anything. The briefing I just sat through was a disgrace. It was an insult to our legislatures, and I've never been through a more amateur hour briefing in my entire life.
No, but the only description I can give is one of my constituents said he was driving his Ford F-150, looked up and saw a drone, and the drone was about the same size as his pickup truck.
Jack Ciattarelli is a Republican gubernatorial candidate in New Jersey, joins us now. Jack, you're pretty tapped in. Are you hearing anything from your sources as to what the heck this is, or are you in the dark like the rest of us?
We're in the dark, Todd, and people are frustrated, they're angry, and I'm very, very fearful that soon someone might take matters into their own hands. I hope that's not the case. But 5 days ago, the governor said there was no threat. 3 days ago, he said he was very frustrated with the Biden administration because they weren't being cooperative. And 2 days ago, the FBI said they didn't know whether or not these drones pose a threat. We don't want briefings. We want answers.
Yeah, no, we all want answers, to say the least. And Congressman Jeff Van Drew came out yesterday, said that he's hearing that these drones are coming from Iran. That could be a real possibility. Pentagon press secretary later in the day said that that's not true and that they have ruled out that they're coming from a foreign adversary. But, you hope the Pentagon is right. But how do you rule out a foreign adversary if we don't know where these drones are coming from?
Carly, right now you can't. I mean, let's think about where these drones are showing up. It's not just in your backyard, which is unnerving enough. They're over our water supply. They're over our power lines. They're over our natural gas pipelines. They're over our 911 communication centers. And you can't tell me with the resources we have available to us in New Jersey, McGuire Air Force Base, Fort Dix, Coast Guard, Air National Guard, the most well-equipped state police force in the country, that we can't get answers. This is ridiculous. It's time.
What bothers me, Jack, the most, I think, is that I, like so many Americans, assume that we had a de facto dome around our country, and that foreign adversaries, foreign weapons, anything from the outside by air, by land, by sea could not get in. Well, let's face it, the Chinese air balloon sort of shot down that notion before we shot down the balloon. And any indication that we are sort of protected has really gone by the wayside with these drones that are just permeating New Jersey. So how confident should the American public feel in their Pentagon, in their FBI, in their entire national defense apparatus that we're safe from foreign invaders?
Thank you.
You want to believe we still have the most technologically advanced military in the world, Todd, but the problem is
questioning that
Joe Biden and our governor, Phil Murphy, are taking the same laissez-faire approach to this as they do to the border and the threat of illegal immigration. Let's get our act together here. There's no reason why we can't figure this out. It's been close to a week now that this has been taking place.
Well, there's also, like I said, we also watched them fly a freaking drone in other places. If you recall, remember that spy balloon was only one thing that flew over. Remember, they shot down a couple other things. They never told us what they were. There was one speculation that we had the Air Force fly out and shoot one of these things down. I say things because, hand to God, we don't know what they are. I'm not saying they're UFO. Well, they, by definition, are UFOs because we don't know what they are, but I'm not saying they're aliens. And shoots it down, but he misses. We spent $500,000 missile, and that's literally the price of it. And we missed it. The guy couldn't shoot that down, so he had to shoot another one. We spent $1 million on this thing, and rumor was that it was actually some kid's party balloon. It's not an exaggeration. That was one of the articles that came out from a local area, that it was a party balloon that Joe shot down. There was another one that we also shot down. This is all around the same time frame of like the same month, maybe even less than that. It might have been like 2 or 3 weeks. And you remember John Kirby stood on the podium for one of these objects, not just the spy balloon, and he goes, yeah, we shot it down over some rough terrain. We're just not going to be able to get to it. Really? Like, you can't, what? You're telling me that, I'm not saying you should send in, SEAL Team 6 or whatever for something like this. We don't know what it was. These guys sit there and do some crazy maneuvers in storm weather in the middle of the ocean with lightning happening. You're telling me we have the most powerful military on earth and we can't sit there and drop a couple guys down on a freaking side of a mountain and figure out what the hell you just shot down and maybe gather some intelligence and then zip them back up or whatever the hell you want to do? Really? I'm telling you, I don't have a lot of confidence in the military right now, you guys, which is not good because I'm a big supporter of the military. Big supporter. And you know what it is? It's the people on top. It's the people at the top that need to be let go. And case in point, why we need Kash Patel, which we'll get into, and Pete Hegseth.